Shot Tottenham, Spurs in the 80s, Hoddle, Hummel and Hazard give you a narrative of Tottenham's journey through the transformative 1980s. It's a season by season account covering all the major events, matches and players.
Well, Miracle in Bilbao, the inside story of the Europa League triumph, is a boots on the ground chronicle of Tottenham's madcap 2024-2025 campaign, where they obviously went and won the Europa League in fantastic fashion, but that was the complete opposite, the polar opposite of their dreadful Premier League campaign, where they finished 17th with a record 22 defeats.
This book brings to life some of those moments through the memories and recollections of players, supporters and broadcasters who were there and were very, very close to it.
Given that I was at pretty much every game, every press conference, I felt in a good position to write it.
Just for context, 83 players appeared for the Spurs first team in the period covered within the book. 39 of them actually came through our academy. So in the 81 and 82 cup winning sides, both Chris Hughton and Tony Galvin are definitely unsung heroes, but they are enablers for the likes of Hoddle, Ardiles, Crooks and Archibald. A bit later on in the decade is Paul Allen. So he joined Spurs from West Ham in 1985, joined his cousin Clive in the team. Paul Allen was such an important part in the great 87 team that went so close to winning 3 competitions that year. Unfortunate there was such competition in the England squad, because in another era he would have won so many England caps.
Unique, bonkers and unforgettable. Unique because I can't think of another Premier League team who've had a season like it. Bonkers because of some of the crazy things that went on regarding injuries, matches, the mole that came up that Ange talks about.
Thomas Frank, yeah, really impressed with him as a character as much as the coach. I really appreciate the emotional intelligence he's clearly got and the calmness that he brings to the camp, and really hoping that will rub off on the rest of the team.
I thought Thomas Frank was an excellent choice. He very much deserved it after his fine work at Brentford over 6.5 years, turning them from the Championship side to a Premier League mainstays, beating lots of clubs along the way. Fantastic developer of players, from the likes of Ollie Watkins to Brian Mbeumo.
And we'll see what's been a promising start to the season turn out to be a really, really good season and a great period for the club that maybe I'll be writing about in 30 or 40 years' time.
And we've already seen at his time at Spurs that he's a smart, articulate manager who's tactically flexible, has brought set pieces and clean sheets in already, which is a bit of a stark difference to Ange. And given he's only just started, it's a really encouraging beginning for this likeable Dane.
For my 10-year-old son Albie and I, our favourite player is Mickey van der Ven. He's just an incredible athlete, and to watch him play live, just the pure athleticism of him. But technically, as you'd expect from a Dutch player, really, really good on the ball.
I have to say Lucas Bergvall. There's a number of players at Spurs who are very talented, but Bergvall, only 19, has already racked up 50 appearances.
Mickey van der Ven is the player. Once his name's on that team sheet, my son Albie and I, we really look forward to seeing him play every week.
I'm not quite sure what kind of midfielder he'll be, whether it be a number 6, number 8, number 10. But what I do know is Spurs have an absolute gem on their hands.
Well, I mean, there are so many great Spurs books that are out there. Many of them on my shelf at the moment are Pitch publications. I think if you enjoyed my book learning about the 80s, then you've got to go back before that, and you've got to read An Echo of Glory. That's about Spurs in the 21st century. But Glory, Glory Gone by Samuel Rook covers Spurs from the period from the late Nicholson era through until pretty much where my book resumes.
I have to say it was Brave New World Inside Poch's Spurs by Guillaume Balaguer. I think when you read my book, Miracle in Bilbao, you'll see a sort of similarity in the way the book is written. It's very much kind of like a diary format. Not quite as much of a diary as Guillaume's excellent book, more of a sort of chronicle month by month. But I've done it in the sort of present tense for most of the book to give it that immediacy, to hopefully take fans right back to what it felt like at the time, for good and for bad.
One sports book that I really enjoyed is a book called Fibber in the Heat by Miles Jupp, who blags his way into the press area for an England cricket tour in India in 2005. It's a really entertaining book, tells an incredible story of his experiences pretending to be a journalist.
But Guillaume's book really was quite revelatory, really a real page turner, and I hope there's some fresh insight in my book. I've obviously done it in a season where they did go and win the trophy in the end under Postecoglou.